How would you feel if a police officer illegally searched and seized your home, then used what they found to convict you? In the case Mapp v. Ohio, that's exactly what happened. In this case, we see how the exclusionary rule has evolved to protect the individual's rights in the U.S. The exclusionary rule states that any evidence found in violation of the Fourth Amendment cannot be used to prove guilt in a criminal prosecution. But how did we get here?
On May 23, 1957, Cleveland police suspected that Dalray Mapp, better known as Dolly, was harboring Don King, who was responsible for a recent bombing. He was wanted for racketeering and illegal bombing as well as gambling. The police arrived at Mapp's home and demanded to search the dwelling, but didn't have a warrant to do so. Mapp then called her attorney and refused to let them search her home. Police surveilled her home and returned 3 hours later with more officers. When police knocked on her door and received no response, they forced their way in. Mapp's attorney arrived at the home and police denied him contact with Mapp and entrance to the home. Mapp demanded to see a warrant. The police showed her a fake warrant, which she shoved in her bra. Police struggled to take the warrant back, but were not able to until they detained Mapp for being belligerent. Police searched the entirety of Mapp's home and found obscene materials in a trunk located in the basement. Mapp was convicted of possession of obscene materials, which were used as evidence in the state Supreme Court. Police also failed to provide a legitimate search warrant to the judge and were also unable to explain why. Mapp appealed the judgment because the search used to obtain the evidence was done in violation of the Fourth Amendment. The Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that the evidence obtained was in fact a violation of the Fourth Amendment and therefore is inadmissible at trial.
Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. 14th Amendment. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws.
The rule prohibits the states and federal courts from using evidence that was illegally obtained. This is in violation of the Fourth Amendment, which protects against those unreasonable searches and seizures.